Hey guys, hope you're all doing well. It's been a couple of weeks since my last video, not including the Jabba orders at McDonald's, which was just it's purely out of boredom, that was. Yeah, life's just been a bit busy lately, so I'm just deciding to sit down and do a video today. It's my last day of being a 26-year-old, believe it or not, so that is, I'm just taking it really easy today, having a very quiet day and relaxing. So I just thought I'd record a few videos, put them on the computer, edit them so I can upload them over the next couple of weeks. But today I just wanted to share with you a few customs that I've been doing. I've had a couple of requests from various people. Just wanted to see a couple of customs I've done. So without further ado, let's have a look. Alright guys, so the first custom I've done is the newest Black Series Yoda. The 3 3/4 inch, half inch, whatever size. Now, it's taken a little bit of work, and I'm not sure how well my camera's going to pick him up because he's small, and so I've kind of just given him a full repaint, or mainly the head, not so much the body, because he's going to wear his robe at all times. So I've given his head mostly just a sort of a wash, and then I've left it to dry for 5 or 10 minutes, and then I've just given it a quick wipe over with a small piece of paper towel, making sure not to get anything in the eyes, but more so just sort of the paint dries up in the cracks and grooves of his face and ears, just to give him a bit more depth and colour. Also gave his hair a bit of a whiter paint. I want to go and give it a little bit more of a grey wash over that too at some stage. I've also weathered up his robe. I've trimmed it up, so I've snipped the sleeves. I've snipped it around the base and up the middle just to make it fit a little bit better, and then I've just held a lighter to it just to sort of melt the ends of the fabric and stop it from fraying so much. There's still going to be a little bit of fraying there, but it's not too bad. And then I've just got some different coloured brown paints and just sort of just dabbed it on the robe, so it gives it that sort of dirty look, like he is actually living in the swamp. So I'm as happy as I can be with this guy. I think he looks better than he did when he come out of the packaging or out of the mail to where I got him. So that's that one. The second one I did was quite a while ago now. While I was reading listening to the Darth Bane audiobooks, I got really invested in the character, and I really decided that I wasn't happy with the existing figure. So I've given his Obelisk armor a complete repaint. I've left the rest of the figure exactly the same. I've altered his lightsaber so he's got a red blade instead of a purple blade. There was no word in the books about whether he had a purple blade or not. It was always red. And then I've just given him this piece of Force Lightning here, which just falls off. That was from the Darth Vader from the Vintage Collection, one where he had the sort of see-through. So basically what I did with this armor is I gave it a coat of bronze. It was just a bronze enamel, and then once that dried, I gave it light wash of a sort of green colour. I can't remember the exact name of the colours, but it was a green wash in parts, just sort of gives that sort of reflective, and it sort of matches what I imagined when they were describing the obelisks in the book, and the same with the mask. And then I just gave it a few little red flashes of washes, so it sort of still sort of gives it that bronze look, but also a bit of green and red shimmer. So I'm really happy with the way Darth Bane looks now. Yeah, so I'm pretty happy with him. I didn't really want to change too much else. Thought apart from the see-through yellow armor, he did look quite good, so I just wanted to fix that. So that's the next one. Now the next ones I've been doing involve little stands from Games Workshop, Warhammer sort of stuff. Now I've always had Anakin Skywalker sitting on this droid, fighting Obi-Wan. The only thing is this droid, if you've got this panning droid, it is near impossible to stand. These legs are extremely flimsy. Well, they move really easily. As you can see, I'm just sort of holding it there and they move. And there's no way to really get it to stand straight. So what I've done is I've grabbed a couple of these little stands. Now they did have pegs on the top, but I've cut them off. Now I believe, I'm no expert on Warhammer at all, but these are to hold up little ships on stands and stuff. So what I've basically done is I've just drilled a small hole in the bottom of it with my Dremel, and then plug that in. So he now stands perfectly. Aside from when I knock it over. Okay, I need to readjust it a little bit, but he does stand well. It stands a lot better than it did. You just got to be cautious with your weight. And I mean, Anakin, give him too much weight, he's going to tip one way or another. But you can get stands with larger bases, which is like the one I'll show you in just a second. But much better display piece now without doing too much damage to the actual figure in terms of the panning droid there. So I'm very happy with that. Now using a similar thing, we've got the Clone Wars Quinlan Vos with his hoverboard. Now the same thing, I've drilled a hole in that, stuck a stand on it. I've actually just got to take the black off. I was using it to respray paint Darth Vader's helmet, so I just need to clean that up so it's clear again. So I've pretty much done that, and he displays really well like that. So once again, not too much damage to the accessory itself, just a small drill hole. So now he's actually sort of airborne, which is really cool. And I did the exact same thing. Now this Darth Maul speeder came out again last year, or the year before, I can't remember now. I've put the Vintage Collection Darth Maul on it. I've given him the robe that come with the Darth Maul that come with this speeder bike, because the Darth Maul was pretty crap. And I had an extra Vintage Collection Darth Maul, so I gave him that robe. Just looks a lot nicer. And once again, I've done the same thing here. Just drilled a small hole, put this bigger base stand in it. So now when he's on the shelf, it's hovering. It's not sitting on the ground like it was there. It just sort of looks a bit stupid. So I definitely recommend these. You can get them on eBay really, really cheap. These stands you can pack a 5 for $4 or something. I'm not sure. It's been a while since I've looked, but just little display ideas have sort of been popping up in my head and sort of playing around. So once again, not destroying the actual vehicle, just a small drill hole so the stand can sit in there and it actually hovers on the shelf. Now the latest thing I picked up was one of the, I don't know what scale they are, one of the cheap 12-inch scale Hero Series figures that are like $10 in the US. They're $19 here. So I picked up Ezra. Now this was, I have to hold it up because he's quite large. Now this guy was pretty stock standard when I got him. I've had to repaint. I've had to paint some more details on it because that whole bottom half of his leg and his feet were still orange. The red marks there on his shin guards weren't there. His slingshot wasn't painted at all. His lightsaber was just a plastic looking grey, but I've resprayed that chrome. And also his hair was just a matte black, but I decided I wanted to give him a bit of the purple look, so I've given him a bit of a dry brush purple. It's not the neatest, but looks a bit better. I'm quite happy with this guy as a display piece. He looks quite cool. I might get a Kanan if they ever come out with one, which I'm sure they will. They don't seem to be too expensive to produce these figures, so that's pretty much what I've been up to in terms of my customs of late. I'm pretty much up to date with my Black Series, apart from the prototype Boba Fett, which can't get down here, so I'm not too fussed about that one anyway. And the Shadow Squadron pack, which I'm also not too fussed about. Otherwise, I'm pretty much up to date with my figures, so I'll definitely have some reviews up soon. But for now, I just wanted to share with you, like I said, a few customs. So, pretty happy with these. I'd like to go over his pants here with like just a matte brown, just to stop that gloss, but tried colour matching it as best possible to his wrist there. So I just have to get that shine out of it and paint over it with a matte brown, just to get it look a little bit better. Anyway, it looks cool on display. He sort of sits up on one of my shelves now. So anyway, guys, I'll leave it with you. I'll be back probably, very soon. Just keep an eye out for videos. I'm going to record a few now. Let me speak properly. And yeah, until then, guys, may the Force be with you.